Hey guys, welcome to Cappuccino with Amber. I'm filling in for Amber. I will be your co-host Jennifer with...
I'm Stefano.
And I'm the Guru. Hey, today we're going to be talking about a whole bunch of different topics. First of all, we're going to kick off with a trending topic right now, and it has been for a while. Khloe Kardashian. Her figure is pretty nice. You know, when you look at it, she was actually a bit pudgy before, but nowadays she's slim. People are asking her, how are you doing this? You know, I've been asking that because sometimes I need to slim down a little bit, you know what I mean?
No, you're fine.
You fine.
Yeah, but,
women, we different.
You know, Khloe, she's been saying that she's been having these sauna-like suits. These sauna suits, she puts it on whenever she's running, exercising, or anything like that, and it actually makes her sweat more because it's basically trapping the heat energy. It doesn't allow the water to evaporate off the skin, which makes it, which actually cools you down. I'm sure you know more about the science behind that.
Yeah, so basically, like, what she's wearing is the equivalent of a wetsuit, but they more commonly call it a sauna suit. And with it, whenever people do wear it and they exercise, they sweat more. But more importantly, for people that are trying to lose, those like initial 5 or 6 pounds, they can lose that body weight, the water weight quickly.
Yeah, speaking from a fitness and nutrition standpoint, you're not actually losing fat. The pounds that you lose is only water, and it can actually be very unhealthy because you're losing all that water. If you do that, just make sure that you rehydrate yourself very frequently because you're sweating out all that water weight, and sometimes you think, dang, I'm losing 5 or 6 pounds in the first week. Well, that's only water that you're sweating out. It's not actually fat that you're burning
it's only
off.
Temporary weight loss, basically. It's
exactly.
what boxers use to
try to make their weight.
To make their weight before they fight, so.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, also, with the sauna suits, because you sweat, sweat is still good for you because it detoxifies your pores and all that good stuff, right? It clears everything out.
Yeah, I think for me though, whenever I think about it, because if you're losing that weight initially, like the 5 or 6 pounds, unless if you're on a really good exercise or diet regimen, you're just going to gain that back.
Very true, because it's water weight. I mean, if you drink water, you're going to gain it back if you don't just continuously sweat that off.
Yeah. Although speaking of the Kardashians though, so Kylie Jenner, I do have to mention this though, today's her birthday.
Really?
Yeah.
Out of all the Kardashians or Jenners, she's my favorite.
I love Kourtney.
Wait, Kylie? No, I get them confused. I like the tall one.
Khloe.
No.
The Kendall, the model.
Yes, Kendall.
Yeah,
I like that one. Yeah,
she's not really in the media like that.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like, I don't know.
She's more relatable, I think.
A lot of people do like Kylie, though. A lot of the mainstream girls that I know, it's like, Kylie, I love her lips.
Oh, yeah, because she's like the fashion inspiration.
Yeah, I know.
them.
Have you heard about that?
Kim Kardashian.
What's it called? The lip challenge or whatever?
Yeah, the Kylie Jenner lip challenge.
Yes, dude, that was horrible.
Yes, it was, and that's very actually dangerous.
Yeah.
For them to be actually.
Well, what's the latest news about her?
About with Kylie?
Yeah.
Well, other than her birthday, I know that her and Tyga, her boyfriend.
Oh, they're still together.
I think so. Yeah, they're gonna celebrate her birthday by going to the Turks and Caicos. So.
Dude, I've been there and it's really nice. I went to a resort there. So pretty.
See, I've been to Aruba, and if it's anything like Aruba, where you have like the really nice beaches, it'll be an awesome birthday, getaway.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm sure since they have all that money to spend, they're getting a really nice place.
And he bought her like a $200,000 car.
For her?
Yes, for her birthday, which I'm so jealous.
Good. Didn't he do that on her last birthday too? Or am I tripping?
Yeah, every year he buys her.
Oh my goodness.
It's weird.
It's like her replacement car.
Yeah.
Just in case your other $200,000 car, breaks down, right?
Yeah. Although, okay, so I'm going to switch gears a little bit. So there was this festival in China, and it was called the Qingdong Beer Festival.
And can I say something to me?
Oh.
So anyway, so this festival, they broke a Guinness World Record.
Oh, really?
And the record that they broke was the most amount of dancing robots. They had to synchronize.
Dude, that is
their
crazy. I didn't expect you to say that.
It was over 1,000 robots.
They built synchronized dancing robots.
Well, I'm not sure if they built it specifically for the event, but what they did is they had the robots. They had around 1,040. And what they did is to break the world record, you had to have it, you had to have all the robots dancing together for a minute. So they started.
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
iRobot.
Oh yeah.
My favorite scene out of that is Hit me, baby, one more time.
I remember that.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, synchronized dancing robots. You know, I didn't even know there was a Guinness World Record about that.
There was a Guinness World Record for everything. Like, there's Guinness World Record for people that have, like, the longest fingernails.
Oh, that's disgusting. You know, my school actually broke a Guinness World Record too. The most high fives in a minute. We all lined up in the line, and there was this track spinner, and she was like high fiving everybody within like a minute.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Do you know how many people it was?
I think
or
it was
like
over like 300.
Oh, that's pretty good then.
Yeah.
I know that for the robots, they started off with 1,040, and then, you know, because some of the robots, they fell down and they couldn't count it. So then they did get 1,007 robots synchronized dancing for a minute.
That's crazy. You know, it's just absolutely crazy, the things that happen nowadays, especially with technology and stuff like that. I mean, 10 years ago, whenever I was 8, I wouldn't have imagined dancing robots being in the Guinness World Record books.
Oh yeah. I mean, I would have thought of dancing robots, but that would have been a fantasy for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you never know what's gonna happen nowadays, right? Things are always growing.
Yeah.
While we overseas, did y'all hear about the 16-year-old boy who made $250,000?
Ahluwalia, managing attorney of Ahluwalia Law Offices, a premier boutique law firm based in Dallas with an East Coast office. Practice in areas of corporate, immigration, and family law matters. It's your first choice, second opinion law firm. Call us. Let's talk. Contact us at 972-361-0606. That's 972-361-0606.
Welcome back to Cappuccino with Amber. And so we're going to go and get into, you know, at 16, most kids are either on the game or on social media. But there's a 16-year-old kid named Josh Bell in Durham, UK, England. He had just made over $250,000.
Yeah, we had mentioned that before the break and how he had made his website, and he has over 95,000 hotels that have signed up for this website.
Whoa.
Like, it is a legitimate website that if you go to it, and he runs it by himself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is a 16-year-old running his own website, booking people hotels.
He learned coding and then built his own website.
So it's like a mini Expedia.
But
yeah, like a mini Expedia.
And a 16-year-old did that.
Yes.
Only, yep, 16, and he runs it by himself. So
You know, I'm gonna share some experience with y'all. I mean, it's extreme. I run a business myself. I started when I was 14 years old,
Oh.
and so running a business, especially at that age, it's really hard. First of all, if people know that you're 16 years old, normally they don't take you seriously. Second of all, I mean, at 16 years old, you're competing with all 30, 40-year-old programmers out there who are trying to do the same thing. So it's extremely incredible how this young man at 16 years old can have 91 different hotel companies sign up with him on the website. You know, 250.
Well, I think it's 95,000 different hotels. So like each hotel, so it's kind of like 95,000 hotels in all.
Yeah.
Instead of like 90 like companies.
Oh, okay, 95,000 hotels in all.
Yeah.
And so what
that's even more incredible.
That's even more like incredible that he's able to do that.
Yeah, for real. I mean, this little kid, he's $250,000 in revenue. Is that what it is?
Yes, he made $250,000 just last year. He was actually 15 when he started the website.
Yeah,
and 16
crazy.
when he made his money.
You know, I feel like that's what kids need to do nowadays. With the power of social media, internet, and all this information, you know, at your fingertips, you need to be able to use that to your advantage. And I feel like this guy is doing exactly what he needs to be doing.
Exactly. And also, you know, he has to be really smart, of course, to be able to start this. And there's actually, they just released a study that people that play video games, they, it helps them when it comes to developing, like, you know...
Problem-solving skills?
Yeah, problem-solving skills.
They have higher scores on a test compared to compared to those who don't play.
No, that's really interesting.
Media. Yeah.
Being able to develop like cerebral brain power, like developing attention skills. And it's because of these games. You would think like these games that are like the action games or like first-person shooters, you would say to people like, oh, those are horrible, you know.
You know, that is what's, you know, going around nowadays. Oh, don't play those shooting games because they'll make you violent and aggressive and all that good stuff. But now studies are saying what?
They're saying that by playing those games, you're training parts of your brain in order to think quickly, to be able to think like...
On your feet.
And
to be alert at all times. So.
Now, guys, we're not giving you an excuse to argue with your parents about giving you more time to play video games.
No.
There's a happy medium for everything, you know. This doesn't give you an excuse to play, 6 hours a day or something like that.
Oh yeah, that would be way too much.
Yeah.
But what was even more interesting about the study is that they say Facebook, that can actually deteriorate your...
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Deteriorate it. Okay, I thought you were about to say that it would increase your brain power.
Oh no, that wouldn't increase. That would definitely decrease.
I was about to say, then I was like, all these studies are always going to be putting a positive spin on things then. But it does make sense.
I'm going to plead the fifth on that one because I love, you know, Facebook. And I think it increased my social skills and everything. So I'm going to plead the fifth.
Yeah, there's definitely a point with that. And I think, at least for me, what I think about this is with Facebook, you're just reading something off of the page. So it's like you're spending hours and hours of just reading.
And it's all before
I guess that's true. But I think, you know, just like that 15, 16-year-old boy, if he was spending 6 hours or hours and hours, you know, on Facebook or social media, he wouldn't be doing that. And so it's like those times that you're on video games, you know, video games and social media, that should be your recreational time. You should reward yourself that after you've worked hard. But I think too many people nowadays, they do that as pretty much an occupation. They're on their phones all the time or playing games or doing something like that to where it's just like, you know, they're only engaged and passionate about that.
Yeah, it becomes too much of a precedent for people and a distraction.
Exactly. And it's just great to see a boy like that doing something at that age, especially with all the distractions nowadays.
I think you're starting to see more children are becoming entrepreneurs at a really, really young age.
And that's really making me happy.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
I know, but okay, so more technology for you guys. So Android, there's been a recent news story about an update, but there's a news story about how part of their code has a flaw in it to where it can allow hackers to get in a lot easier.
Over 900 Android users.
900 million.
900 million.
Yeah, I was about to say 900. Well, what you said is true.
Yeah.
900 million is over 900.
It is. There's a processor that Android uses called Qualcomm processor, and it is actually susceptible to hacking. Qualcomm immediately got aware of this information, and they are actually going to fix the process. Thank God.
Yeah, but for real, nowadays, it's like every story that we keep talking about. If you listened or watched our show last week, we talked about people can even hack into printers and
Printers
phones,
and
Yes.
phones.
and like
The wireless
without
keyboards,
without
yeah.
even like being in contact
Yes.
with it. So I mean, it's very understandable that Android is getting hacked. It's a really big company, and hackers will always try to find something to hack,
Yes.
especially a big platform like that. I think it's almost unavoidable for any technology at all nowadays to be unhackable.
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna remove all personal information off my phone, and I ain't gonna worry about it.
But okay, so this does make you feel better though. They do have an app that allows you to scan your phone to see if there's any sort of virus
What
on
is
it.
called?
I think it's Qualcomm router something. I know at least I got the first two words right.
Oh
But I know that it's on the Android App Store, or at least I think it is. But yeah,
I mean,
it's an app
yeah,
that you
there's
can get.
always going to be like safeguards and stuff like that. But to be honest, if they really wanted to, I think they could just hack into that hack safe.
Yeah.
Into that. Yeah,
Yeah,
into the hack safe.
Yeah, but I mean, it's pretty crazy. Nowadays, it's just like, hey, you have technology, you got to be careful about your privacy, what you put on there, because all that stays on there. You know,
Yeah.
it's always going to be traceable and always going to be obtainable if need be. So whatever you put on your phones, just be careful what you put on there and watch what you have when it comes to technology.
And then also, you know, with cell phones, people are worrying about getting hacked in, and now people are worrying, well, they've always been worrying about the radiation that comes from cell phones. And there was a study that got printed out about how it can increase your likelihood of getting brain cancer by 170%.
170.
170, which there are researchers and scientists that are basically saying, no, you know, that's, you know, ridiculous. It can't be 170%. And that the only way that you could get cancer or any sort of disease from the radiation is if you already had like some sort of gene mutation or
That
something.
makes sense because cancer is a form of, you know, mutation of the cells. And some radiation from your phone like that, it's just in minute doses. But I can understand if people are standing, you know, with their phones on their ears next to their brain all the time, that it could raise the chances of it mutating. But to be honest, 170%, is that what it was?
Yeah, it was
That's
170.
absolutely crazy. You
Yeah,
know, it's hard to believe.
Yeah, I think for me also, it wasn't hard to believe when I first read it because I thought, oh my god, cell phone radiation, this is gonna like, you know, be like the end of us. Like, you know, Snapchat and Twitter on our phones is gonna be like the end of us. But I'm like, now it seems a little bit like too much.
Yeah.
I think it's just too much information they're just giving us. Because the more you tell us something is bad for you, the more you're going to want to do it. So
It's a government conspiracy.
Although if you do want to, you know, like stay away from the radiation, you can use a Bluetooth headset. But of course, even people with that, they're like, well, aren't there radio waves traveling from like the phone to the Bluetooth headset? So I'm like, then wear your headphones.
Speakerphone, just put it on speakerphone,
yeah.
and just like, hey, you're on speakerphone, watch what you say.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's just like, you know, everybody's on their phone nowadays. I mean, I don't even know how long phones have been out, but it's pretty crazy because it hasn't been out for that long. It hasn't been out a complete lifetime of a person yet.
Yeah.
So maybe, what, in 20, 30, 40 years, everybody nowadays might be having brain
like
cancer.
brain cancer, yeah. So
Yeah.
it is something to seriously think about, but
Yeah, honestly. But I don't want to be that person that has brain cancer.
I
Yeah.
think you literally cannot stay like probably 2 minutes away from your phone before you have to pick it up, just to pick it up and just
it's like
going
did
through
beep?
it. Just okay, what's going
Yeah. So next time you pick up a phone, make sure you remember that, hey, there's a chance of brain cancer. Be careful.
Ahluwalia, managing attorney of Ahluwalia Law Offices, a premier boutique law firm based in Dallas with an East Coast office. Practice in areas of corporate, immigration, and family law matters. It's your first choice, second opinion law firm. Call us. Let's talk. Contact us at 972-361-0606. That's 972-361-0606. Back to Cappuccino with Amber. So I want to move into this topic. We've done it, like a few times now about, the healthy benefits of being vegan. But now they're actually saying that for veganism, if everybody were to be vegan, the problem with that is that the land that they use that, cattle grazes on, livestock grazes on, it's not suitable for growing vegetables. So basically, by taking out a source of meat, we can't, supplement it with more vegetables.
So basically, our land and environment wouldn't be able to basically provide
compensate.
Compensate if everybody wants to become vegan.
Yeah.
Right, because the vegetables have to grow on a specific type of soil, land, and all that good stuff. We just don't have enough of that, right?
Exactly.
For me, I'm a carnivore pretty much. I love meat. I couldn't live without meat. It's protein.
I'm like a full-time omnivore. Like if I have like one thing that's meat, then I need like maybe one or two things that's natural and homegrown.
That's good. Protein for me is king though. Protein.
I'm an equal opportunist. I eat everything. It doesn't matter what it is. I eat everything. I actually
You're not foodist.
And I actually just tried
that should be a new term.
Seafood. For the first time I tried crab.
You tried seafood for the first time?
Yeah, I don't. It's hard for me to eat seafood.
I thought you said you weren't foodist.
I am, but and that's why I tried seafood, and it was actually, the crab was so good.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, personally for me, I'm like a lobster person, but
I thought you were a human.
I see what you're doing.
I just like being stupid. But yeah, you're a lobster person?
Yeah, I'm definitely a lobster person, but the only thing is that it's so expensive.
Oh yeah.
So it's like to get a lobster roll, it's like $20 at some places.
A roll?
Yeah, a lobster roll. So it's, they have like a regular roll, like not a dinner roll, but it's like a little fancier. And then you have lobster, and then you have mayo, and then you have like a bunch of vegetables in it. It can cost up to like $20, so it's really expensive. So it's kind of like, I don't want to say caviar because
all this is making me hungry. Let's talk about another topic.
Okay. All right. So maybe this definitely isn't going to get you hungry, but so French designers, they came up with this new design for a mechanical arm that can give you tattoos.
Oh yes, I heard about that.
So they're pretty much trying to automate absolutely every industry out there, even tattooing.
Even tattooing now. They just completed this new robotic arm, and they tested it out on somebody by doing a tattoo on someone's leg. It was just a basic spiral, but I watched a video of it, and it was actually really interesting because you would think that like with a mechanical arm, you have to be really careful.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because if you shake or move it, I thought it'd be stationary and it would mess up the design.
Well, they strap the leg down on the test. They strap the leg down and they have the robot scan it first. And then from there, it generates into, I guess, the language of the robot. And then you put in the graphics, and then it codes it. And so, I mean, your leg is pretty still, so you're not moving anything.
Yeah, that makes sense. But like, let's say you're grabbing and you're still like, you can move. Your skin is flexible, it's malleable, and your your muscles, you can still move your muscles. I just can't imagine how that would work because there's still room for error with humans. There's still room for error there, but so, at least the human can adjust. The human can machine
with
adjust.
The robot, no, So
What
is the first test phase though?
It is the first test phase, and also with it, they have to take a lot of precautions with it. So
Okay.
that's why they have to scan the body part, and then they have to upload it onto a computer, and then they have to, draw on the design to make sure that everything is accurate, and then they have to send that code to the, the robotic
That sounds
arm.
so complicated. Why don't you just have a person do it?
I think because people are like naturally lazy, so they don't want to like have to be like steady and like making the design.
Those tattoo artists, they do that for a living. That's gonna put tattoo artists out of business.
That is true though. Robots are just gonna they're gonna put us all out of business, and then
Yeah, I mean maybe in 5 years, won't be me here anymore. It'd be a robot.
Yeah, we're gonna have like 3 robot hosts.
I just seen a movie about that, and it was a guy. He had a machine robot, and it was like my dad watched these old action movies, like from the 90s, and it was a guy, and it was like a machine, but he was at home and he was controlling the machine. Looked like a real person and everything. He was controlling it from home, and when you see the guy, he's fat and just in the couch, and that's how he is. So I think that's the direction we're going anyway. I think everything's going to be basically technology, in every aspect of our life. So.
Thank you guys for stopping by and watching us on Cappuccino with Amber. I'm your co-host, The Guru.
I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Stefano.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
शिकवाए ज़ुल्मते शब से तो कहीं बेहतर है अपने हिस्से की कोई शम्मा जलाते जाओ। अपने प्यारे मुल्क पाकिस्तान के हालात सुन सुनकर हम परेशान होते रहते हैं और सोचते रहते हैं कि किस तरह उन लोगों की मदद की जाए जिनको हम पीछे छोड़ आए हैं। मैंने भी बारहा ये बात सोची और आखिरकार अल्लाह ताला ने मुझे मौका फराहम किया कि मैं उन लोगों की मदद करूं जो कि माजूर हैं, जो कि अपनी मदद आप नहीं कर सकते। उन बच्चों की मदद करूं जो कि सड़कों पर या तो भीख मांग रहे हैं या छोटा मोटा सामान बेचकर अपने बहन भाइयों का पेट पाल रहे हैं। अल्लाह ताला के भरोसे और अपनी डैलस कम्युनिटी की मदद से मैंने एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की बुनियाद रखी जिसका नाम है हेल्पिंग हार्ट्स केयरिंग सोल्स, और इसी सिलसिले में हमने पेशावर में एक डिसेबिलिटी सेंटर को रिवाइव करने का फ़ैसला किया, जहां पर कि माजूर अफराद का ना सिर्फ इलाज किया जाता है, उनको फ़िज़ियोथेरेपी की सहूलियात मुहैया की जाती हैं, बल्कि उनके लिए आर्टिफिशियल लिम्स भी बनते हैं और उनको काउंसलिंग की जाती है, उनको वोकेशनल स्किल्स सिखाई जाती हैं ताकि वो भीख मांगने से बचें और सोसाइटी के मुअज़्ज़ज़ लोगों की तरह रिस्पेक्टेबल तरीके से अपने लिए पैसे कमा सकें, अपने ख़ानदान की कफ़ालत कर सकें। और मैंने सोचा है कि फ्यूचर में आने वाले दिनों में वहाँ पर हम उनको जॉब प्लेसमेंट के लिए भी असिस्ट करेंगे, उनके लिए हम जॉब्स का बंदोबस्त भी करेंगे। साथ ही इस डिसेबिलिटी सेंटर के एक स्कूल बना हुआ है जहाँ पर हम उन बच्चों को डालेंगे जो कि सड़कों पर मारे फिर रहे हैं, उनको तालीम देंगे ताकि वो बड़े होकर मुअज़्ज़ज़ शहरी बन सकें। मैंने ये काम तो शुरू कर लिया है, लेकिन मुझे मालूम है कि ये काम बहुत बड़ा है और ये मैं अकेले नहीं कर सकती। मुझे आप जैसे दर्दमंद दिल रखने वाले लोगों की ज़रूरत है। मुझे उन लोगों की ज़रूरत है जिनका दिल इन बच्चों के लिए तड़पता है। मुझे उन लोगों की ज़रूरत है जो कि अपने मुल्क के लिए सोचते हैं। मुझे उन लोगों की ज़रूरत है जो कि इंसानियत पे यकीन रखते हैं, जो कि इंसानों की मदद करके खुश होते हैं। मेरी आप सबसे दरख्वास्त है कि इस कार खैर में मेरी मदद करें और इन लोगों को वो ज़िंदगी दें जो इनका हक़ है, वो सहूलियात दें जो कि मैं और आप फॉर ग्रांटेड लेते हैं लेकिन इनके पास नहीं है। इन गरीबों, मजबूरों और नाचारों के दुख दर्द बटाने में मेरी मदद करें। आपसे सिर्फ $10 की दरख्वास्त है। $10 हर महीने का चंदा अगर आप देंगे हेल्पिंग हार्ट्स केयरिंग सोल्स को, तो उससे बहुत कुछ हो सकेगा। अगर हज़ारों लोग सिर्फ $10 महीना भी दें, जो कि बहुत सारे लोगों के लिए एक छोटी सी चेंज है, को वो कभी मिस भी नहीं करेंगे, कभी उनको महसूस भी नहीं होगा कि उनके अकाउंट से $10 निकल गए, लेकिन वही $10 जो हैं बहुत सारी ज़िंदगियां बनाने के काम आएंगे। ये मेरा आपसे वादा है कि आपके सिर्फ $10 महीने को लेकर हम बहुत सारी ज़िंदगियों में बहुत अच्छे अच्छे काम कर सकते हैं, बहुत सारी ज़िंदगियों को हम चेंज कर सकते हैं। हेल्पिंग हार्ट्स केयरिंग सोल्स की वेबसाइट पर जाएं www.hhcsonline.org और डोनेट का बटन दबाएं। بس یہ آپ کو کرنا ہے. آپ کے کریڈٹ کارڈ سے ذریعے ہر مہینے $10 ہمیں مل جایا کریں گے. اس کے علاوہ آپ ہمیں چیک بھی میل کر سکتے ہیں. مزید انفارمیشن اگر آپ کو چاہیے تو آپ مجھے ای میل کر سکتے ہیں anjum@hhcsonline.org. Again, anjum@hhcsonline.org.